120 Jubilees, Why 2023 May Be the End of Days. It is a book written by Wayne L. Atchison in 2010 and predicting that 2023 AD would be the end of days. The Jubilee cycle is the never-ending pattern of counting 7 sevens of years. The cycle started at creation, and just keeps counting. This book reconstructs the Creation Jubilee cycle used throughout history by ancient scribes and historians from Europe to Asia Minor. Historical records which cannot be dated with 100% certainty are not even mentioned in this book. The author mentions in this book that, 2023 AD, the end of Adam's punishment, the end of 121 Jubilee cycles of Misrule. What is Jubilee cycle? The Jubilee cycle is the never-ending pattern of counting 7 of years. Included are the dates for creation, the flood, the Exodus, the destruction of Solomon's temple, the rebuilding of the Second Temple, and many other historical events that were dated relative to the Jubilee cycle. There are enough historical records to demonstrate that this timeline cannot be shifted in either direction, not even by 1 year. This Creation Jubilee timeline becomes the backbone for reconstructing all of historical chronology. Revealed in this book is that we are indeed living in the last days. Lost in the traditional translations of the Bible is that Genesis 6:3 and Daniel 9:24 are prophecies referring to the Jubilee cycles. This book provides the evidence that both prophecies will end in September 2023. All of the end-time prophecies will be fulfilled in the next few years. Tuesday, 26th Sept, 2023 Tishri, 10th day, starts the 122nd Jubilee cycle. This day ends the 121st Jubilee cycle since creation. In this time Adam's children have had full reign outside of Yahweh's garden and kingdom. Rule 4, 49 times 121, equals 5,929 years. Both of the timelines of Daniel 9:24 and Genesis 6:3 end here. Some readers may be familiar with the theory of biblical numerology and biblical thematics. Essentially, this is the concept that numbers have theological meanings. There are no definitive definitions for the meanings of numbers. However, it should be pointed out that the number 121 is the value 11 times 11. In some numerologies the value 11 means chaos. Come the end of the 121st Jubilee, it will certainly be the end of chaos squared. Yahweh, Almighty God, is sovereign, and may decide to fulfill his end-time prophecies in ways people just do not accept. The warning of this timeline is that the reader be dutiful and watchful, looking for the promised events that are coming. The 122nd Jubilee cycle will begin the rest of history, 2023 the end time of Adam's punishment and beginning of God's kingdom. Prophetic calendar for Israel and the nations, the next decade, Last Days News Events 2014 through 2023 book features, prophetic events for the decade 2014 to 2023. Intel and info to help you prepare. Specific events to watch for if you are Jewish and if you live in Israel. If you are not Jewish, and you do not live in Israel, then you better for sure read this. These events are actually signs pre-recorded in the Hebrew scriptures to alert you. 1. To prepare you for the coming of the Messiah to Israel to establish his kingdom.